Reality does not split, the nervous system does. At any moment, your brain processes external data, internal memory, and regulatory stability demands simultaneously. These streams often align. Under stress or identity threat, they separate. When they separate, people can share the same event and live inside different truths. And so here are 8 mechanisms that distinguish objective, subjective, and regulatory truth. 1. Sensory data. Encoding primary sensory cortices process visual, auditory, and somatic input. Models update based on measurable environmental signals. This is when what is happening outside you anchors what feels true. 2. Memory-based interpretation. Hippocampal networks retrieve past experiences resembling current input. Emotionally tagged memories bias present interpretation. This is when your history quietly shapes what you believe is happening. 3. Interoceptive influence. The insula tracks internal bodily states, such as tension or calm. Bodily signals influence perception without conscious awareness. This is when your physical state colors what seems real. 4. Prediction error activation. The anterior cingulate cortex detects mismatch between expectation and data. High mismatch activates threat circuitry. This is when being contradicted feels destabilizing rather than informative. 5. Identity protective processing. Medial prefrontal networks fuse belief with self-concept. Challenges to interpretation trigger defensive activation. This is when disagreement feels like a threat to who you are. 6. Regulatory bias selection. Prefrontal limbic circuits prioritize interpretations that preserve stability under strain. Coherence can be selected over full precision. This is when the version of truth that keeps you functional feels most convincing. 7. Stress-induced narrowing. Sympathetic activation reduces cognitive flexibility and increases emotional weighting. Analytical capacity decreases under threat. This is when something feels unquestionably true because you feel unsafe. 8-layer collapse effect. High arousal blurs boundaries between external data and internal interpretation. Sorting functions between sensory and narrative networks weaken. This is when fear, hope, or memory is experienced as objective fact. And so we realize perception splits before reality does. Objective, subjective, and regulatory truths can operate at once. Conflict often reflects layer mismatch, not moral corruption. Clarity begins when the layers are named. So we ask ourselves, which layer is guiding me right now? Is this reaction rooted in data, history, or regulation? What feels threatened inside this disagreement? Can I hold multiple layers without collapsing them? Truth is layered inside the nervous system. Disagreement is often structural, not malicious. Naming the layer restores coherence. And you are the sacred intelligence capable of standing in objective, subjective, and regulatory truth without confusing them.